All right, you guys have been asking for it since I first did Akala's Fire in the Boots. Murder runs the globe. Here we go.
Every shot that fonders through the nighttime, don't you wonder what potential was extinguished to keep the flames burning under through the underworld and overworld? Principles are so the same, no, we pretend they're not, as if they do not control cocaine, but you find us connected.
Professor Akala is in, man. Come on. Come on, let's keep going here.
Principles are so the same, no, we pretend they're not, as if they do not control cocaine, but you find us connected. Every kid in the hood that's living with a death wish is the same as the king who kills full of bling, but he's just much more reckless. The thing that I'm talking about, who's born with a silver spoon in his mouth, still gonna clap for the slightest to chat at any world leader that can't back it. If he's sitting on the boxes, they're just oil mineral deposits. Food he's moving, fucking with our profit, so he better stop it. They say money make the world go round, but it don't. That's just not true. If you ain't got guns to protect that money, I regret that, sonny. It's more for you. Only murder further.
I'm sorry, guys. I have to pause it. This is Akala we're talking about here. For the record, this is Akala we're talking about. Wow. Yeah, man. Akala knows how the world gets run. I mean, you know, oh, there's, you know, a bunch of oil somewhere. Oh, there's a leader that's a little aggressive towards the U.S. Oh, they might be linked to this. Oh, they might have weapons of mass destruction. Boom. We're in there. Come on, man. That's... And it's not just that. Mineral deposits. I mean, minerals now are even, I mean, they're just as big as oil, or they're going to get there for sure, just because everyone wants to go electric. So, yeah, man. I mean, look at the Congo. I don't know if you guys know about it, but the Democratic Republic of the Congo is where most of the world's cobalt comes from. And just do a little research as to what's going on in there. There's a good book. But, hey, I'll save the talking for the end. Let's go.
Deposits, foodies moving, fucking with our profit, so he better stop it. They say money make the world go round, but it don't. That's just not true. If you ain't got guns to protect that money, I regret that, sonny. It's more for you. Only murder further agendas that money couldn't force. Eliminate the foes who propose to suppose a different course. Cause a little torture, usually a big supporter, though there's nothing quite like killing. Good riddance to non-supporters. We demonize the man on the corner, paint him as a fog. We worship murder so much, it's just that he ain't killed enough. You wanna commit murder and not end up in cuffs, you gotta make it to the Premier League. Whoever said that money makes...
Wow, man. I said I'll save it for the end, but you wanna get away with murder, essentially. You've got to make it to the Premier Leagues, he's saying. You've got to get your rep up a little bit. Get into politics. You gotta do... Wow. Wow, man. Let's keep going.
The world go round, they just didn't know. Murder runs the globe, murder runs the globe. Who said money makes the world go round? They just didn't know. Murder runs the globe, murder runs the globe. Who said money makes the world go round? They just didn't know. Murder runs the globe, murder runs the globe. Who said money makes the world go round? They didn't know. Murder runs the globe, murder runs the globe. Every knife to punch your lungs, the sons don't make you wonder, mums. If he was born to billionaires, backed by 100 guns, would he be living still, drinking, sleeping, eating meals instead of dead? Where it don't count, we expect you to be killed. Cause living as a pauper is a fate that's tainted, acquainted with torture. We ain't debating the rape of the daughter. If she was raised in particular borders, place the fate made particular slaughters. No fate, just particular orders. It's the way of the world, no accident. In fact, it's immaculate. Got a big gun, start clapping it. Cause the language of power devour quick. And it's...
Man, mainstream music doesn't want this. I can easily see why people would suppress this. Man, it's a shame, because this kind of stuff should be taught in schools, to be honest with you. In my opinion, I'm not saying play the song in schools, but at least break the song down from a literary standpoint and say, like, hey, he's referring this historical event. He's referring to this historical event. There are instances here where, you know... I mean, come on, man. Professor Akala, let's go.
No accident, in fact, it's immaculate. Got a big gun, start clapping it. Cause the language of power devour quick. Any silly little pacifist or activist or challenges. Brown or black skinned savages who inhabit in land with minerals in it. Think for a minute that the rhetoric we spoke hope was not meant to be a joke. Don't dream compassion will happen, it won't. Just go straight for the throat, cause any nation or race is...
What year was this made? Because that might be a shot at Obama. The rhetoric, yeah, 8 years ago. The rhetoric was hope. But look at the policies. Look at the policies with war. What happened? Come on, let's go.
It's not meant to be a joke, don't dream compassion will happen, it won't. Just go straight for the throat, cause any nation or races that prove themselves incapable, matching more than murder machines make themselves enslavable. It is murder, not money, we desire insatiable. The thrilling of the killing is $1 million sensational. Yes, what we can't do with a bribe could be achieved in the breeze with a gun and a knife, because only murder further agendas that money couldn't grind. Nothing like a couple dead kids to change a parent's mind. Whoever said that money makes the world go round, they just didn't know. Murder runs the globe, murder runs the globe. Who said money makes the world go round? They just didn't know. Murder runs the globe, murder runs the globe. Who said money makes the world go round? They just didn't know. Murder runs the globe, murder runs the globe. Who said money makes the world go round? They didn't know. Murder runs the globe, murder runs the globe. Let's get a little clarity. You ain't got the capacity to internationally have a say in the way things happening. You expect to collect more batter in your arsenal, ain't got no nukes. Armies equipped with too few troops. We're laughing at you when you call truce. Part of the ritual to shoot. You got no background in colonization or public resource privatization. You can't bang with the big boys, face it. But you still want to play like Satan. You got no death scores to call.
You know, it's interesting that he's going about this. He's talking about it in street terms of like, oh, you don't have the manpower to bang with us, like this, that, and the third. And he's talking about nations. I mean, he's talking about the United States, Britain, Western powers, and not just Western powers, but anyone with enough pull and power to go into a place where they're outgunned, outarmed, they don't have the intelligence resources to defend themselves. Not intelligence as in they're dumb. I mean, like, they don't have a covert intelligence infrastructure is what I'm referring to. But he's breaking it down in like street terms of like, oh, it's interesting because it's a parallel to the nations, in the same way that people talk about their gangs on the street corner. So let's keep going, man.
Your own, or a pilot to fly your drones, much less bulldozers for their homes. To a gangster you want to name Al Capone? He was an amateur. Silly little boys don't understand. Even he went jail for tax evasion, for missing a payment in a payment plan to the man. One with the
Yeah, man. Al Capone got popped for tax invasion. If you guys don't know that, look into it. It's funny.
Silly little boys don't understand. Even he went jail for tax evasion, for missing a payment in a payment plan to the man. One with a visible hand and a hit of fist to enforce my plan. I am just because I can, more wicked than the summer of Sam. Kick your shit and I kick my fam. You bust your gun and I bomb your land. Only murder verbal for agendas that money can't control. Nothing like a massacred village to get the problem solved. Whoever said that money makes the world go round, they just didn't know. Murder runs the globe, murder runs the globe. Who said money makes the world go round? They just didn't know. Murder runs the globe, murder runs the globe. Who said money makes the world go round?
I'll talk at the end.
They just didn't know. Murder runs the globe, murder runs the globe. Who said money makes the world go round? They didn't know. Murder runs the globe, murder runs the globe. Who said money makes the world go round? They just didn't know. Murder runs the globe, murder runs the globe. Who said money makes the world go round? They just didn't know. Murder runs the globe, murder runs the globe. Who said money makes the world go round? They just didn't know. Murder runs the globe, murder runs the globe. Who said money makes the world go round? They didn't know. Murder runs the globe, murder runs the globe.
I think that's it, man. Look, man, I mean, when the U.S. invaded Iraq and Afghanistan, it wasn't just U.S. military personnel. I want to say there were some NATO troops involved potentially, and the bigger than both of those, number-wise, was private military contractors. Blackwater, who had to change their name to Academy because of a massacre their PMCs inflicted upon I want to say it was an Iraqi town square. Don't quote me on that exact, but there was a massacre where they were sued, and it was so nasty they had to change their name. And I mean, if you look at what private military contractors are allowed to do, it's kind of astounding how they can border hop and have a similar diplomatic immunity. Not a similar they have a different diplomatic immunity than a country does, because it's like, oh, we're not invading that country. It's like, okay, but your government is giving money to an army to go in there. To me, it's like, well, what's the difference between just a full-on U.S. invasion then? You might as well just call it what it is. if your government is giving money to private military contractors to go into another country, that's essentially a declaration of war. How is that not treated any different? So I don't know, man. It's very interesting concept, the way he breaks it down in terms of street language. And yeah, I always have to expect this from Akala. I mean, a very educated guy. I love his ability to write and talk about these things. And it's a shame this kind of music isn't bigger. But hey guys, if you like the video, subscribe, like, comment, recommend, please, what you want me to get to, and I'll do my best to get to it in a timely manner. Otherwise, hope you all can stay safe and take care of yourselves out there.